Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're doing a match preview between Manchester United and Wolverhampton. So the match is going to be on Saturday, and it is a must-win game. It's a home game against Wolves. So let's get started. So this game is a must-win. It's not must-win like mathematically yet. We need to win three of the last four games that we have remaining in order to secure the top four position mathematically. So the next four games that we have is Wolves at home. We have Bournemouth away, Chelsea at home, and then Fulham at home. So we need to win three of the four matches, and then I feel like if we start a win against Wolves, then it'll be, we'll get a better chance to securing top four. I feel like if we don't get a result, if we don't get 3 points in this game, then we'll have to be in a situation where we'll probably have to win the three remaining games of the season, and we don't want that kind of pressure on this team. So Liverpool are right behind us. They would most probably win all of their three games remaining. So they have Leicester City away, and then they're in a relegation battle. They're probably in the bottom 16 or bottom 17 right now. Aston Villa at home, and then Southampton away. Again, Southampton is the bottom, like the team that is in the 20th. So I feel like Liverpool are gonna win all three of their games. So in order for us to secure top four, we have to get 9 points out of four. We didn't manage to beat West Ham, so it's a little bit more trickier now. But we have to make sure that because our form is good in home, so we have to make sure that we win all of our home games to make sure we are at least fourth or not third, and then we secure the Champions League position. Um, so I mean, Liverpool were down and out, but they've started like won like 7 games on the bounce, and then feel like they're going to be really competitive at the end of the season. So we have to make sure that we do well against the remaining in the remaining games. So the thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about before I do the starting 11, I just want to make sure the strikers that we have right now until the rest of the season. I feel like they need to start scoring some more goals and contribute more. So as you can see here, our last three games we have not scored a goal. So that's 270 minutes full time that we have not scored. So that's really not good. And if we don't score goals, we don't win games. We don't win football matches. So that's as simple as that. So if we look at the top scorers for the season, for the Premier League, Marcus Rashford has 16 goals. He's the top scorer for the season. He's been in superb form. He's been leading the line, and if we didn't have his goals, then I don't even know where we would be at this moment. He's been scoring a big chunk of our goals. In the second position, we have Bruno with 6 goals, and then after that, we have Jadon Sancho with 5 goals, and then Martial with 4, and then Anthony with 4. So there's a big gap from 16 to 6, and then our strikers or our front players are scoring only 5 goals, 4 goals, which is nowhere near good enough. We're at like game number 34, so we have to make sure that like with Marcus Rashford, we need to have other players to start contributing as well. So if you look at the last few games here, we scored. Sorry, we didn't manage to score against West Ham. We lost 1-0. And then before that, we didn't score against Brighton as well. And then like Aston Villa, we scored one. Um, Hold on a second. Oh, so we did score one. We only scored one goal. What I meant right was we only scored one goal in the last three games. So that's not good. And then we didn't score against West Ham. We didn't score against Brighton. And then Aston Villa, we scored one goal. So it was 1-0. We scored two early goals against Tottenham, but then we bottled it, so it feels like a defeat. And then against Brighton in the FA Cup, we didn't score a goal as well. So, and then against Sevilla as well, we didn't score a goal. And then we have to go to Nottingham Forest that we scored two goals. So the front line needs to fire. The strikers that we have need to start scoring more goals. I don't want to point fingers at anyone, but your Martials, your Weghorst, Sancho's of this world, even Anthony, they need to contribute more in the forward area. So I'm gonna do the next slide is gonna be my predicted 11. So this is the 11 that I think Rick Ten Hag will pick against Wolves. All right. So this is my predicted 11. I have David De Gea in goal. I have right back is going to be Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Center back I have chosen. I think he's going to choose David De Gea. Sorry, for center back I think he's going to choose Victor Lindelof and Luke Shaw. And then for left back it's going to be Diego Dalot. I feel like he's gonna switch the midfield around. So last game it was Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, and Ericsson. But against Wolves, I think he's gonna play Sabitzer instead of Christian Eriksen. So I think it's gonna be Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, and Sabitzer in the midfield. And then in the forward line, I think he's gonna play Anthony, right wing. Left wing will be Marcus Rashford, and then striker, I think he's gonna play Anthony Martial. Like I said in the previous slide, we need goals. We need our strikers to perform better, and then start contributing a little bit more. With the defense being so shaky, with Martinez and Varane out, Martinez possibly out for the season, and then the form that our keeper is in right now, I don't think we're going to keep a clean sheet. I think we will concede goals. So if we concede goal, we have to outscore the opponent in order to win. So I'm hoping that our front line uh, can do a job for us. This is the predicted 11, like I said, that I think that he's going to pick. I have a different team that I would choose if I was the manager. So straight away, in the last video against West Ham, I had enough of the keeper. I was so done with David De Gea. So honestly, I don't think he's gonna do it. I hope he does it. I don't mind if he did it, but I would change the goalie. I'd actually play Button, and then I'll bench David De Gea for the next game. So that's the big change that I would do. Right back, Wan-Bissaka. Center backs is going to be Lindelof and Luke Shaw. I still don't want Harry Maguire to be in the team, and I hope he's not in the team as well. No Malacia, so still I prefer Diego Dalot in the left back position, and also I think so. For prediction, I did Casemiro, Bruno, and Savitzer. But for my preferred 11, I'd still keep Ericsson in the team. I think he's very important to the team. I feel like his assist or his pass before the assist goes very underrated. And he keeps the ball moving. He keeps everyone like he keeps the ball moving, and he makes sure that he plays the right pass. Switch of plays. Deep line passes. I feel like he's really important to this team. I don't want to go on and on about him and then jinx it and then him having a bad performance. So I'm not going to do that. But I think he's really important, and I think that this three is our best midfield. So I'm going with the Casemiro defensive midfield, and then Captain Bruno, and then Christian Eriksen in the midfield. And in the front line, I actually am dropping Martial. Um, no, I don't think he is a bad player or anything. I like Martial, but I feel like this season he hasn't done a lot. He hasn't scored a goal in a while, and I feel like we need some, rotation in the team, so that we need, players that I feel like can make the difference more. And I feel like Alejandro Garnacho is someone that's young, that's raw, and has had a very good season for a teenager. So for right wing, I'm choosing Anthony. For left wing, as you can see, I'm choosing Garnacho, and then I'll play Marcus Rashford as my striker. The team should be fresh for the game because this is probably the first time that we had a midweek off since September. The last game was the weekend, so we had like good, I believe, 6 days off. So I hope the boys are fresh, and I hope they can play some exciting football, play fast. It is a home game, so we're doing really good at home. So Old Trafford is a fortress, and most of our wins this season has been in Old Trafford. So I hope, since it's a home game, and we need to win 3 of our 4 matches to get to top four. These players don't disappoint me. Um, like I said, I can't emphasize it enough. It is a must win, and I really hope that Eric Ten Hag chooses the right players. The players show fight on the pitch, and then hopefully we get the result that we need, and then start some momentum, and then we then go and then beat Wolves, and then we get a result at Bournemouth, and then like if we get to Chelsea and then beat Wolves and Bournemouth, then it'll be easier for us because we'll only need one more win, and then the pressure would be less in compared to if we don't get a result against Wolves, then the last 3 games would be must win, and I don't think this team can cope with the pressure. Um, so I'm going to talk a little bit about the opposition. So Wolves, they didn't have a particularly good start to the season. I remember that they were 20th for a large portion, and then they changed their manager. They sacked their manager, and they got a new manager on November 14th. And ever since then, they've been doing quite well. I was surprised to see them in the league so high. So they're actually in the 13th position with 40 points. And then their last games that they played, so their last game they beat Aston Villa. Aston Villa is a really good side. They beat them 1-0. They lost to Brighton 6-0, and then they beat Crystal Palace 2-0. So win loss win loss win. That's their last 5 games. So hopefully we can put another loss to their name, and then charge for the top four position that we really, 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 really need uh, for the season. So I think that should be the minimum goal. I know the FA Cup is really important, but we got to make sure that we seal top four as soon as possible. And hoping that Liverpool drop more points. But looking at their teams that they have to play, I don't think they're going to drop any points. So I feel like we need to. It's still in our hands, so we have to make sure that we win the 3 out of our 4 games, and then get top four. So I'm gonna do a score prediction here. So before that, if you look at the table, we have 63 points. Liverpool have 62 points. So we have a game in hand, but we want to make sure that we win, and then secure top four as soon as possible. So score predictions. To be honest, I don't think we're gonna keep a clean sheet. The keeper David De Gea is not in good form. The defense looks a little shaky. So I feel like it's a home game. So we need to keep it tight, not concede a lot. So I'm going for a win. I don't think it's going to be easy. I think we're going to win 2-1. And I feel like we're going to score 2 goals. It'll be similar to Sevilla and Tottenham. Like we're going to score 2 goals. The crowd will be up, and then I feel like we might concede one late on, but hopefully we can manage to hang on, and it's a home game, so I hope the crowd are up for it, and then I hope we win 2-1 and then get the victory. So can't emphasize enough. It's a must win. Need to win. Need to get 9 points to secure top four. Hopefully we can do it. So this has been my Manchester United versus Wolves match preview. Like the video, please. Subscribe to the channel, and then let me know in the comments like what's your score line predictions, and what is your predicted 11. What do you want to see Eric Ten Hag do with the team? What do you think about the goalkeeping situation? Do you think David De Gea should be dropped, or do you think he should keep playing? And if you have any views, any comments, just drop down. And then yeah, like I said, like and subscribe. Thank you so much.